Paste.
Paste.
Forgot the paste.
I also technically forgot the one we're live.
Warboss, go! That's your cue!
Oh, okay.
Okay,
guys.
We're all here, guys. Don't worry about it. We're all doing great.
Hey guys.
Are we here mentally?
Welcome to
Partially.
welcome to Crown of Tiamat or Crown of the Tyrant Queen, whatever you want to call it. I'm here with a bunch of friendly people who are all amazing. Let's go in order because we haven't. It's been a while since we've got a proper session.
Technically,
So,
the start of a new arc as well.
In order down from the in the Discord call, starting with I.
Hello, I am the administrator, and I am here to take over your land. Okay.
Wait a second. I thought I was the administrator.
I'm getting Spartacus up in here.
Alright, I'm
Oh,
sorry,
you must
I
be
play
the other
I, a
form
bird brain.
of the magic gender change rock. Gotcha.
Ooh, tasty candy. Give.
SCP?
Set that dial to fucking fine. All right. Tony or Bigfoot. Do we want to wait on Bigfoot?
No, sure. Bigfoot should unmute.
I never left. I'm here. Hello.
Yeah, we know.
Hey,
You're here.
We can
Bigfoot.
change that.
How about you introduce yourself?
Please don't.
Hello. I'm a stranger called Bigfoot. I lurk around here sometimes.
Send your
Glad to meet
photos to
everybody.
national parks today.
This order is also fucked on the stream. I just want you to know.
All right, Tony. Spelled Tony.
I'm
Tony.
going to actually stab somebody right now.
Introduction.
Warboss is always the correct
But
answer.
yeah, hi. I play Hecate. I've if I seem a little out of it, it's because I've kind of been through a lot in the past 24 hours, but I'm here.
Feel you there. Man, you're up next.
Hi, I'm Min. I'm the other administrator. I play Herrick in this game. I shoot things. I plot against the party. He's fun.
Yes, hello. I am Iris Fulgur. I will be your proxy for today. Don't let anyone else know. I moonlight as a adventurer named Gil, a secret dragon monk, and I am going to be your resident grump and probably a little quiet because I have a bit of a cold, but we're hanging in there.
Who's the not so
no,
grump
Lord
then?
Phaethon has a cold.
Yeah. That gif of Belle shaking the cup really is just me today.
Damn.
Yeah.
He's almost been found out. Phaethon will be exposed.
Funny because my sister left like last week as well. Anyways, fucking Wolven.
I'm Wolven or Bridget because you'll hear my name a couple times probably. I play it's just anyway. I play Soraya. I am a little goblin that becomes a big cat, and I punch things, and I'm sometimes maybe healing things.
If it's convenient.
That's me. If we'll see. If it's convenient. God.
And then Pokemon's just lurking. We don't need to introduce him. Hi, Pokemon. Okay. I'm sorry, Pokemon. I don't mean to be mean. It's just
He
Except
just
you do.
is.
Yeah,
you don't have a player. You don't have a character right now.
it's true. Pokemon, we are just a bunch of assholes. It's correct.
Exactly. So, last time was a doozy. It was basically just kind of we're getting things ready for the next arc. We talked about stuff. And and
things.
had some scenes with some NPCs. Things happened, and I'm going to start today by just finishing the table setting. I want to know if there's any last minute like interaction with some NPCs that you forgot last time, and I need to ask Min a few questions. But well, technically, I need to ask every crafter a few questions about what they made, what they could have made, if they have made anything during that time that we haven't spoken about.
I guess I could start. I think the main thing Gil's probably going to be looking into at this point is, now that we actually have the shards of Sardior, talking with the Great Worm Council and seeing if there's any other steps we need to take before lifting part of the curse that was put on Gil by Bahamut.
Mm-hmm. So essentially, what's going on with Gil is we have the required. We have everything we require to break Gil's curse. Now, what's left is we need to like have some various thing happen, like celestial alignment. The ritual has to take place at a specific time in a specific place. So that hasn't come yet. That is to come, but I hear an echo.
Is there a place we need to clear out specifically for that ritual? Do we know where at this point, or is that still something we need to figure out?
We don't know. Well, I mean,
This is the point of what Gil's doing. He's trying to get information on what we need to do.
Right now, you're gathering more shards. Well, you have one more shard that you want to gather, which is
that would prevent
mostly
Tiamat
to
from
keep it
casting
out
or,
of Tiamat. Yeah.
Regaining
Prevent
her
Tiamat from getting it. Because right now, if I remember correctly, Tiamat has 3 shards, Bastion has 4 shards, and then the Fae have 1 shard. There's another shard that's missing,
and the
and
Amethyst
there's
Great
a shard.
Worm, right?
There's the Amethyst Great Worm.
Yeah.
So if Tiamat gets her hand on the 4th shard, then Bastion isn't leading anymore. So it's kind of like the fact that Bastion has more shard than Tiamat is kind of like giving them a bit more power, and we don't want to even the scales because Tiamat is a lot more powerful than the Great Worms. So the scales being tilted in their favor is kind of making it better for us.
They're thinking of pressing the advantage while we have it.
Exactly. So essentially, right now we've got the council knows where the ritual has to take place, but it's need to know right now, so you're not aware. I know, but
I swear to God,
of course
if it's
I know.
that fucking ritual place where they summon Tiamat, I'm gonna lose it.
What? That sounds. Why would that?
Damn, that would suck.
Yeah, that's
Sounds like
gonna
you're about
be
to visit.
that's gonna be mildly traumatizing, but that would
Hey,
make the most sense.
guess
Your
what?
blast, old man.
I wonder why they chose that place to summon Tiamat. Anyway, so that's kind of like what we're planning. Right now, what you have to do is in the south west. I'm always bad with this. West of Emerald, and is about below this lake is the lair of the Amethyst Dragon. So that's what
I don't
you
know how
know
to tell
right
you
now.
this, War Boss, but that's east, not west of Emerald.
It sure is.
East. of Emerald. Hey, I'm horrible at this. So
Remember, never eat
east of
soggy waffles.
Emerald. Never eat soggy waffles. That makes a lot of sense. I like that. I'm gonna try to remember that until the next time where I have to do that, and I'm gonna get corrected again. So, because I'll fuck it up. Anyway, so yeah, so currently we've done Curb. Now, Min, I have a question for you. If you go to the journal and look at the party horde, you'll notice if you scroll down that there is
schematics.
a list of arcane schematics to make a few magical items. Now, for the Armed Guard of the Stormlord, you currently don't have any gemstones that are powerful enough to make another one of those. You use kind of like the biggest gemstone for that when you were in the special place. The Cloak of Billowing, the Greater Cloak of Billowing, I think is Saraya wants it, and you already have one, so I don't know if it's important to. I'm gonna stop talking. I'm just gonna ask you: are there any of these items that you want to craft before we go? And that would be items that you've crafted during your downtime.
I think we're probably looking at the Cloak of the Purple Sun. Based
Cloak of
on
the Purple Sun sounds fun.
based on stuff that happened last time.
Yep.
Oh
So,
yeah,
Cloak
because
of
you
the
need
Purple
protection.
Sun. The Cloak of the Purple Sun is a cloak that has two abilities. It has an ability to non-detection and stop any divination spell from looking into your shit, and then it has an ability that stops sun sensitivity. Sun sensitivity is not really an issue right now, so you're going to need less gemstones. As far as I'm aware, it was a diamond and another stone that I don't remember, but you're only gonna need a diamond. So, do you have a diamond in your stuff?
Do you have a 500 gold?
You have a 500 gold piece diamond. That's what you need. So we can remove that. I'm gonna remove that. I'll take care of the table setting. So 500 more. That means that this is going to go down, and this is going to go up, and then we're going to basically just make a roll. So save. I need to remove the diamond. Gemstones. There you go. Save. Okay, so we've removed the diamonds. I've removed the total. I removed 500 gold pieces from the total of in the party horde, and now I need you to make a. Anyone else is well. I mean, Gil is also proficient in gem. The gem tools. I forget what they're called. Gem crafter. Gem. What are the gem tools called? And that's
jeweler's
not
tools.
important.
Mhm.
Jeweler's tools. So technically, Gil can help. Are you gonna ask for Gil's help for this crafting?
I mean, if he's willing.
Is Gil willing?
Depends how you ask.
Okay, so let's have this little like interaction between the two of you.
Where would Gil currently be? Out of curiosity.
Probably still in the upstairs workshop working with the jeweler's tools. Anytime he's doing downtime and not actively like meeting with people, especially with the Great Word Council now that that's being dealt with. he'd still probably just be burning off steam, just making jewelry for the tavern, the fucking shop.
All right.
We're probably midway to one of your projects where you're making like little jewelry things for everyone in the party.
Oh no, that already happened.
No, I mean this is happening during the
Oh,
downtime.
yeah. So probably working on either the Panther Ring or the, what was it, a lute? Carrot. Oh no, it was the Birdcage music box for, Hecate. One of those two.
All right. I think then in that case, Herrick would just kind of like knock on the doorway to try and like get Gil's attention, just kind of like announce his presence.
It's a big fucking open room. I don't know why you're knocking.
Just more making sure I'm not disrupting something.
Eh.
Anyways, just popping by, seeing if you could help me with something I'm trying to do.
What in particular?
Well, I'm working on enchanting that one diamond that we have on our hoard, so I can make something else.
I would ask what kind of enchantment, but I really don't think I would understand all the same, so, who's it for?
Well, it would be for me, actually.
Oh. Alright.
Now, if it was for someone else, maybe, but for you, no kidding. Alright, so once you have help, you're making this with advantage, so just roll your tools with advantage. This is, I believe, a rare item, so the DC is
20, I think?
20? 20.
20 sounds
20.
correct. Damn.
That's it. That's what you need. So, we're just going to say that you work on this cloak, and you probably are going to use another. Essentially, the way it works is there's a brooch, and under the brooch is the diamond that powers the entire enchantment. The original recipe calls for like a brooch in the shape of two daggers. You don't have to follow that, so I'm gonna ask you, what does the brooch that holds the cloak look like for you?
I'm kind of leaning towards like a dragon head that just kind of like has the brooch like in its jaws.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, I like that. So you just kind of set it up, and you probably can make this a hooded cloak if you want, but since you don't have the sun mask that hides your face, you don't really need the hood. Are you gonna still have a hood on your cloak, or is it going to be
Probably gonna skip on the hood, especially because then you would have to like design it so that like it wouldn't like fuck around with like his horns too much or anything. So
Yeah, that would be kind of. That's why I was kind of asking, because
yeah,
I mean the horde situation is always a bit complicated with hoods. But yeah, okay. So that's Min, and is that the only item you would? I'm not going to ask you to make a request with Gil every time. Is there anything else you want to do? just to be clear, you remember that Sundered Moon is the ranged weapon. It has to be a bow, and it's very rare, so 25. And then the Twilight Chalice is also a rare one. It's a shield. Sai, you remember the Twilight Chalice? It's the shield that holds.
Very well.
Yeah, it's really fun. It holds 3 spells of up to 3rd level, I believe.
I think it was that. I forgot the level, but yeah, it's around that.
Oh, I think it was just 10 levels worth of spells.
Right,
And it can't
true. Okay,
go
yeah.
above a 5th level spell. Can go above a 5th level spell, and you can have 10 levels worth of spells inside of it. So if anyone, I don't think anyone uses a shield though.
Who's got time to use a shield?
So then shield is the best Monster Hunter.
Certainly
weapon.
not me. I do not actually have shield proficiency, so I cannot wield the shield. That being said, I think the other thing that Herrick would be looking into is a way to basically either alter or disguise Sunderer so that it's not as obvious what it is.
Okay, well, how about you make me a roll with your smithing tools?
I'll probably add guidance for this as well.
Because if I remember correctly, most of the weapon itself has like lines that come with the enchantment, but essentially the enchanted bit, instead of being a gemstone, is a scale of Tiamat at the back. So you could technically make another. The gun part can be switched out.
All right.
So you could.
What modifier would I be using for that then?
Well, I would say that's a forge. So like, to essentially, you can have one. You can get another rifle, but you're gonna have to like carve the channels that the magic is going through. You're gonna have to repeat those. So I'm guessing like smith's tools to work with the metal of the gun. And I'm not going to ask you to make like a wood carver's tool for the stock. It can be an all metal gun. I'm not going to be very stringent.
So is it just going to be
like.
strength for it then, or?
I'm gonna say dexterity though, because it's kind of like, yep.
All right.
All right, 18. I think that's enough. I'm gonna say that's enough. You are going to have to buy a pretty good rifle, which is a, but you have a certain you have someone who works in the Arcane Society with you in the party. I believe it's Tony. Tony works at the Arcane Society. Magic Society, or whatever the fuck it's called. So I'm gonna allow you to just buy essentially the rifle that you're using.
I mean, I do have like a rifle from the Arcane Society already. Like, do I need like one that's better than that?
Okay, so the point is that when you remove the scale from your current rifle, it's already a magic rifle. It's a flash fire rifle. If you put it on a regular rifle, you're still gonna have the entire thing, but once you remove it from the regular rifle, it's gonna go back to a regular rifle. So, okay, and with an 18, I'm gonna say you managed to remove the scale and put it on another um, rifle, but it does scrap your old rifle, so you're gonna break the old rifle. Is that
Okay.
fair?
So basically, just remove the old rifle from my inventory.
Yep.
All right.
And you obviously, the new rifle is not the same model and make. It's probably like a newer make of rifle from the Arcane Society because you bought it recently, and Sunderer was made a while back. Um, so yeah, the purple gemstone at the back of the rifle is maybe a bit of a giveaway, but you do have a way to like make a casing that hides it a little, but as the main part of the enchantment, it can't be hidden. Um, okay, so that's it. And is there anyone else who wants to make something specific?
Can I make a short bow for Hecate?
Oh shit! Yeah, 100%. Roll your wood carving tools.
Da-da.
Actually, before that, do you want to get a specific special wood for that?
Uh, Soraya would, yes. Bridget just can't think of what kind.
Okay, so give me a second. I have a document with magic things. Um, okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna double check something. Bum. Tabletop project. Documents. Third party. Members handbook. Okay, because I remember there being. Okay, so you have a few options. You have dark wood, which is a magical wood that has similar properties to beech oak and yew, and it's light and durable. Um, that's not essentially it allows you to have like um, longbows and stuff that don't have the heavy property. So that's not something you need.
Mm-mm.
Um, I guess okay. Ba-ba-ba-bum. I guess you could have like a yeah, no, sorry. It seems like the woods that I have that are magical woods wouldn't really work for you. You can just make it regular wood. I
Yeah,
like
that's all good.
ironwood. I have ironwood and dark wood, but they don't seem like they would be relevant in this case. Because
Okay.
even if you make a longbow not heavy, if you don't have like longbow efficiency, that doesn't really matter. So
All good. Yeah,
I
so it's
guess you
probably
can
like
just roll your tools, and
okay.
it's not magical bow, so it's going to be fairly easy. You're
Yeah,
making
it's
a
all good.
mundane weapon.
Yup. This is the thing I'm typically good at, so okay.
Okay, so I'm going to go to some things. Okay, so while you're doing that, okay, so all right, so Tony, hi Tony,
Hi.
is Tony here?
Tony's in chat in the game, so I'm typing. Yep.
Oh, Tony is typing. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is it's a natural 20. So that's really good. And the 28. So what I'm gonna do is just I can't make this magical because you didn't use any magical wood and any of the things. But I have a thing that um I'm gonna make this a masterwork. So a masterwork uh, requires a
Ah, yeah, valid. Ruby really wants to be
okay.
involved. Gotcha.
So um okay, so we're going to have to do a little bit of finickering to make this a masterwork weapon. So as per the rules, I need for a okay, so I need you to decide between a uh, balanced, keen, or oil the string bonus. So the balance bonus uh, makes it so that you have a +1 to attack rolls. The keen option is a +1 to damage, and no, you get either a +1 to damage or a +1 to hit. Okay, so +1 to hit. Then you have to choose. You don't. You have to choose between. Uh, Never mind. You don't get to choose. Okay, so you get a superior weapon, which the dice is going to go one step. So instead of being a d6, your short bow is going to be a d8. And you have a
There you
masterwork,
go.
which is a +1 to attack and damage rolls. So I'm going to do that for you. I'm going to do like the things. So essentially, you're going to have a +2 to hit and a +1 to damage as part of this bow. It's not a magical increase. It's not going to work against like things that are resistant to magical and stuff. It's not going to go there, but it's a mundane increase because it's a masterwork bow. So it's still going to be pretty fucking good. Um, well, the illusion is that for a masterworks, you need either the brutal or superior tag, and the brutal requires sharpen or spiked. You didn't choose sharpened and you didn't choose spiked because you can't get a sharpened on a ranged weapon, and you definitely can't get a spiked option on your ranged weapon.
Why not?
Unless, I mean, because spiked requires a melee weapon that deals bludgeoning
Oh,
damage. So
okay.
unless you want to bludgeon people in the face with your bow, which is not going to be very useful for you, do you want to bludgeon people in the face with your bow instead of having a +1 to hit? Which means that if someone is in melee with you, you get to do a d4 +1. Well, no, you get to do a d4 and you crit on a 19. That's what it does. You d4 hit people in the face with a bow. Is that better than a +1 to hit? It's your choice, Tony. Because technically, if you hit someone with a bow, that would deal bludgeoning damage. So, do you want a spiked bow? I'm waiting. Okay, let's go with the oiled string option for fun. Okay. So oil well the oiled string is the ranged version of the keen that you chose. So yeah, so we're gonna go with that. I'm gonna make your bow and put it in your sheet, and it's gonna be better than probably your current ranged weapon, which I think is a hand crossbow. Not sure. Hecate, what's your current range option? You don't have a ranged weapon at all. Okay. I'm just going to add that. Okay. And then I'm just going to edit details. It's going to be okay. So there we go. Okay, there we go. Ow! Fuck. Funny. Okay, so there we go. We've made a special short bow, and it's beautiful, and it's made of whatever wood you decide. Oak, rosewood. Rosewood's probably a bad idea for a bow. Oak, Rosewood is nice and it's beautiful, but I wouldn't make
Yeah.
a bow out of it.
No. It's
Maybe ebony.
Uh,
Ebony is a nice color.
I was thinking more because I don't know. I was thinking kind of you actually.
You?
If that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
YEW.
You as in YEW. Okay. Okay. If I could type, that would help. If I click on this. Okay. Yep, it does say you master a short bow. I could probably do this on the other way. Okay, there we go. It's done. So now you click it. It says you master short bow, and at the bottom it says oil string superior masterwork. So it tells you what the bonuses are and everything. Cool. Okay, so there we go. The you master short bow has been made. Okay, so Rupee has been appeased. I love it when Rupee is appeased. Meow, Rupee. Meow. Okay, so that's good. That's a good use of some of your time. Nice. Okay, so
Easily, Tony, easily.
well, the fun part is that I meowed, but like it's in your headset, so she definitely does. Well, I mean, maybe she has really keen hearing and she can hear what's going on your headset, and
No,
hears us
cats have
talking
notoriously
all the time,
awful
which is
hearing.
why she meow. Oh, they have good smell, right? Where's the button for a long rest? Long rest.
Hey, War Boss.
Yes.
How possible would it be for I to use her skills to make a cloak that will hide, like that will cast a spell to hide her wings?
Huh.
Basically,
That's
make
probably-
her
that's
less
probably
noticeable
an
by the
odd-
kingdom.
That's probably an uncommon magical.
Okay.
You don't need a cloak for that, Sai. You just need a hacksaw.
No, hold,
Shut the fuck up.
hold up,
Ooh.
hold up. Stupid
Mm.
thought. Do we still
Holding.
have? Do we still
Stupid.
have? Do we still have the portable hole?
Are you serious?
Yes,
Are
we
you
do.
actually serious right now?
Does it sound like I'm joking?
Oh my god. So what
No,
you're telling
let him-
me
let
is
him-
put the
Let him
portable
cook
hole.
on this. I want to see where this goes.
Attach the portable hole to a cloak. And hide her wings in that.
Yeah.
That is so
So we
stupid.
take a cloak. Okay, so I remember the portable hole saying that it needs a flat surface. So you flatten the cloak.
Not a flat. Yeah.
You
that's
flatten the
not a flat
cloak. You
surface.
put the portable on, and then you put the cloak on. And since it's no longer a flat surface, the portable hole pops out and falls to the
Yeah.
ground.
Boo.
We'll say that's the first thing they tried, and it, it didn't go well.
All right, so I mean, you can have. Probably you would ask Eric, and that would be like a cloak of wing. I'm not gonna make you roll. It's a common magical item. It's DC 5. It's done. Herrick has a plus
like
8
she could-
to this thing, or plus 10. I don't remember, but
It's a +10.
he's got a plus 10. It's done. He makes you a magical item that does so, and I'm gonna grab like a 10 gold piece gemstone. So
Yes, Hyde, what do you want? Are you turning into
All of
Rupee
your-
now? Is that what's going
All of
on
your
here?
all of your attention, mother. Give it to him.
okay.
I buy this guy a freaking rope, and now he's all over me.
All right. So okay,
Bought
and
me a rope, mother. I
for
owe you my
fun,
life.
you've got 12 10 gold piece gemstone. You've got an eye agate, a turquoise, an hermitite, a banded agate, rondazite, malachite. What would you want? What do you want for your gem? Eye agate.
Yeah, agate. Just because of that.
And you now have 11 10 gold piece gemstone. And hey, Eric, do you want to roll just in case you not won and scrap her cloak? Is that a thing you want to do?
You know what? Sure, I'll humor you.
Oh, 27.
Okay,
I
I
think you
think
make
she's
it.
fine. It
So
would have
you
been
just kind
funny.
of like. So Herrick is working on something, and you're like, "Hey, can you make me a cloak that hides my wing?" He just kind of rolls his chair a bit to the side, works on a gemstone for 5 minutes, throws it your way, and he's like, "Tie it to the brooch that holds your cloak closed, I guess." Good work. And then just goes back to whatever he's doing. All right, so we're done with this. So essentially what's going to happen is that, yes, it would be good to long rest everyone, because I'm gonna guess that you've had a long rest within the year that passed since you last. I don't know, man. Maybe
Nah.
you're like insomniac. I don't know what it's called in English. Anyway, so it's great. So you get a message. So essentially, what happens is a small yellow canary just kind of comes to your door and knocks. Tink, tink, tink. Well, on not a door, well, a window. It comes in and it's just like tink, 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 tink. Please,
window
not
was
all
this
at
now?
once.
Sorry.
You know what? Okay, wait. You say someone's at the door knocking?
No, there's a
It's a bird
canary
at the
in one of your window, and
Oh.
it's thinking its beak.
I'm gonna say I's in the middle of like putting details on the cloak from earlier, like just little extra details. It's already made, but she just wants to add details to it.
The cloak is done, and you're just embroidering it.
I have
little
leatherworker's
details.
tools. I am going to use that shit.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay, but yeah. Anyways, I hears that like as if second nature. She goes over, opens the window, and holds her arm out for it to perch on.
Yeah, you have a lot of birds, so it would make sense. So the little canary just kind of like, uh, okay, I'm gonna roll for comedy. If I roll
Oh.
high, it's gonna be stupid. Okay, okay, so what happens is the canary just kind of steps on your arm and it looks at you and just kind of opens its beak and a rolled piece of parchment just kind of slides out. Roll for stupid. Anyway, so yeah, so it's just gonna opens its beak and just gonna
I takes it. I
scroll.
she just says, this is not how these are usually sent, but I guess to each their own. She takes it, pats the bird on the head.
The canary looks at you. The canary looks at you, shrugs, and just goes. Doesn't say anything. It's a canary. I know you're used to talking birds, but this is just a bird. The one thing it does is it just kind of reach. It has like its talons. It reaches like this. Just kind of.
How long does it take to cast this again? Just so I can make Warboss stuff for 10 minutes. Damn. Oh well.
You're gonna spend 10 minutes to speak with animal.
It's tempting. Oh wait, no! I get one for free. I get one of those for free.
Yeah, baby, that's what I'm talking about. So,
all right.
You cast it, and the bird just goes like, I can't do high voices right now because of surgery.
Go on.
But it goes, beep, beep. One copper.
Wait, it says what?
1 copper.
Oh. She just sighs, reaches into her pocket, pays a copper. Just puts it in the beak.
And it goes, thank you. Hi, Bill. Okay, thank you. This is what I sound like. Okay, so it just kind of takes the little copper, it does a little dance, and it just kind of flies away. And then it just kind of and then it just goes, thank you. And it flies away. Okay, so and then you just kind of put the scroll down and walk away, and never learn.
Nah. Like after it flies away, she's gonna open it and have a look at it.
Okay, so it's the I'm not necessarily going to go into details because we want to do this quickly so we get to Bigfoot. So the scroll outlines a place which is over here. I haven't come up with a name for that place because it's not important. Fuck you people who live in that city. Over here, and it says to meet it. The scroll is signed by Landis, who is essentially the guy who is the leader of Jade, and he the dragon, the guy, the gold great worm. He's just the guy who leads Jade. This poor guy. Anyway, so it tells you to go to this city over here. And meet with an informant who's going to help you get through the border. They've done some research on what the best way to get into the queendom, and he's an asset. that they have access to.
Hide him in D&D right now. You do not get to do this shit to me. So the other
So,
party
yeah.
mascot is speaking up again.
So yeah, so essentially you just get a message that says go there, and like outlines the everything we've talked about. Says like, did you guys ever come up with a name for your party?
Not
Guess
as far
we
as I'm
did.
aware.
I don't
We
know.
came up with the name for the shop, but I don't know if we ever actually came up with the team name.
What's the name for the shop again? I know I have it on my notes, but
Feather and
Something like
Scale.
Feather and Scale or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
okay. So I guess they're gonna go Adventurers of the Feather and Scale. Adventures of the Feather and Scale. Your next assignment is to move to this city over there that I haven't named yet, and meet with an informant, an asset named blank, not blank, Bigfoot. Tell me your pronunciation of your name again. Nirain Farah.
Hold up, I chose the two.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like once she's done reading the message, she gets out of her seat, realizes she's almost done, but sits back down, does the finishing touches to the cloak, and then takes it with her as she goes just out the door of where her work is stationed. And it just shouts,
Nirain Farah. Yeah.
yeah, she just at the top of her lungs shouts, "Everyone here, get over here!"
Do I have to?
If you read who this was from, yes, you do have to.
And what? Sorry,
Alright.
just peeks like
That could be
comes
like
down the stairs.
several different people at this point.
Well, we've been summoned. We have a guide that's gonna help us get past the border and through things. I mean, she just motions her hand toward Gil once he enters the room. I don't think you nor
love
I
that.
have been around the area lately, so I feel like this might be the best idea.
Alright.
I love that I is as good at explaining what this is as I am. So essentially, the just kind of go over the details. The scroll outlines that they have found the lair of the amethyst dragon. It has been sighted around a certain like chain of mountains, and there is an asset that can help them cross the border. Because the lair is in Queendom territory. Essentially, that's the basics of it. You need to go there. This dragon has one of the last known remaining shards, and we don't want the Queendom to get their hands on it. It's already that the dragon is in Queendom territory, so we don't want it. If we know that the dragon's been sighted there, then probably the Queendom knows as well. We want to meet it before they do. This is essentially what's happening.
All right, would have been reasonable to say that I bought a lot of potions during downtime.
Yeah, sure. what kind of potions do you want to do? Like superior healing, regular healing?
Yeah.
What's your what do
Superior
you do?
healing.
Superior healing. Roll 2d6. Let's go with 2d6. Or did we already do the potion thing? All right. Well, I guess that's 11 superior healing potions. Yay. Superiors are the 8d4 ones. Right?
Something like that. I don't.
Well, the ones I'm letting you do are the 8d4s.
Yes, it's the superior
8d4
healings.
plus 8. 8d4 plus 8. So nice.
Cool.
So that's pretty good. It's not amazing healing for your level, but it's way better than like fucking 2d4 plus 2. Okay, yep. We're still doing the rule where you can do it as a bonus action, or you can do it in action and get maximized healing from your potion, which would be 8 times 4 plus I should 40. So it's 40 HP if you take your action to drink it, and if you don't take your action, well, you roll. So it's anything you roll. Okay, so I'm gonna roll a few things on my end. Okay, so as you're traveling, you have a few random encounters. Your encounters with a few wolves, which aren't a problem at all, because fuck, you get an encounter with a horde of goblins, which aren't a problem at all, and you get an encounter with one ogre, which isn't a problem at all. So we're not gonna go through any of these encounters because that's boring and not fun. And I'm not gonna set up an entire one of you is probably gonna take one round to kill. So I'm not gonna roll initiative for that.
I just want to imagine like the fucking like goblins, like the boss is out like it's just literally that one scene from Indiana Jones where like the boss is out like twirling his weapon around and just Herrick just shoots them. They just scatter.
Each of you kill a goblin, and then Tish just kind of walks on a goblin and kills him. It's kind of like this. There was a chance that you got like something, but you rolled the d20 on the d20. You rolled like a 1, a 3, and a 4. So it's none of these encounters are worth your time or my time. So eventually, you make your way to. You know what? I'm gonna come up with a name for this city. You get to Agate. That's a good name for a city. You get to Agate. Is that how Agate is pronounced? I don't want to pronounce this incorrectly the entire time.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's correct.
So you get to Agate. So you get to Agate, and hey, it's been a while since I've done that. I'm just gonna roll. Tell me the name of the inn where you're meeting this guy.
The name of the inn. let's see. The town is at all that glimmers.
All That Glimmers. You get to an inn called All That Glimmers. When you enter, there's just kind of this mustachioed, um, powerfully built guy with just kind of a golden suit that just kind of opens in a V like this and goes almost to the top of his abs. And he's just kind of like behind the bar and he says, "Hello there! Welcome to the..." I already forgot what the name
All
was.
that glimmers.
All that glitters.
Welcome to All That Glitters. What can I do for you? I decided no accent for this guy. He doesn't get an accent. Fuck him. Welcome to
Wow,
All
I
That
can't believe
Glitters.
this.
What can I do for you? Oh, you want him to have an accent?
Don't
Oh,
torture
hey
yourself.
there. Oh, hey there, stranger. My name's Pete. Welcome.
Oh my
to
gosh.
All That Glitters.
I regret everything.
Welcome to All That Glitters. What can I get you?
I can just hear Warboss's voice wanting to go into Ebrick every time he does that.
Yes, I mean definitely. I have a favorite. That my favorite guy.
Mm-hmm. So I guess there's question. Were we told what our contact looks like, or that the contact is going to be
Oh
meeting
yeah.
us?
You've been told that not to worry. He's really shady. You'll
Alright.
see when you see him. Whatever you the saying is. Like when
Okay,
you
so
see
we'll
him,
know
what
him
is
when
it
we see
called?
him. Okay.
Well, you'll know
Alright,
it when you see him.
Okay. I guess just some drinks for now, right? Looking at the rest of the party.
All right, Bigfoot. I'm gonna need you to, as you enter, I want you to describe your character.
Oh god.
You've had fucking
There-
a month to come up with
I'm
this.
just
You don't
laughing.
get to say.
I'm laughing at this to me in my mind. Sorry. So, for the most part, there, what this fella looks like is he looks like someone who would be a desert traveler, like someone who's almost always on the move, is dressed like he has to constantly worry about the elements and sand, rain, God knows what. But he's covered from basically head to toe in like a hooded garment, and his face is just completely obscured by this like weird little face mask, except for his eyes that are peeking out of it. And he's got this big friggin' backpack as he just kind of makes his way in slowly and steadily, hobbling along with the backpack on, and begins to make his way over to a table to set his wares down.
So yeah, as you enter in the glittering fucking thing.
It's not that hard to remember.
Someone type it in chat.
All that glitters!
All that
It's actually all that
glitters.
glimmers, but you guys changed it to all that glitters, so.
Oh, sorry.
All that glitters.
I still remember
Okay.
it more than Warboss.
All right, we're all tired. It's fine. So you get to all that glimmers, and behind you, like a good 30 seconds after you, there's this like guy that enters. He's fully covered head to toe, as we said, just kind of a cloth face mask, and all you can see is like this little stripe of skin with his eyes, of course. He's not wearing glasses. That's just my face.
Just like a strip of like palish. It's almost like a tan, but it just seems like ashy on top of the tan.
So, what are the odds that that's our guy?
I don't know. I don't think he looks shady enough. That backpack is such a dead giveaway.
I've
Can't hide
seen
that
a
thing.
lot. I've seen a lot of shady in my time, and I'm not sure on that.
Well, here's the thing.
Unless
Did
the
they
prices
mean...
are shady. Unless the prices are shady.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. We can go ask, right?
I mean, if you mean like shady and like he wants to me to like, he wants to like sell me something that I may or may not want. In that case, I think he is. But
All right, now I'm concerned.
aren't you always?
Well, no, but okay, yes. That's beside the point.
Near and Farah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask you to roll me a not investigation, perception check.
Boop, 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 boop. Perception.
Okay, 26. So, you've been told to be on the lookout for a certain group of adventurers, and as you sit down and just kind of set your wares, once you're done, just kind of setting up and ready to sell a few things or gather some curiosities, you've just sat down and you see them.
Interesting turn of events. Over here, strangers. Got some things that might interest you.
I just glances over, just whispers to Soraya. Yeah, I think it's that kind of shady. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright, well.
I'm not saying anything. This isn't Bigfoot's territory. I'm gonna go grab something to drink. You don't need me for this.
Alright. Well, nothing ventured, right? And Soraya's gonna walk over. You'll see this tiny, like, 4-foot goblin walk. Yeah.
I reaches out like, as you are walking, like that doesn't manage to get you. And she just says, "Just be careful."
I'm gonna be careful. I promise.
Welcome.
Hi.
I've got a selection of fine things. Could I perhaps interest you in any of my fine wares? Like, on the table around is... He's basically hijacked this bar table into a small shop. And there's actually a pretty basic selection of things around. There's a tinderbox, some basic supplies, a fine wine bottle. You see, like a bottle of fine wines. Just shockingly enough, he seems to be currently a fairly standard like salesman.
So you see this lavender-skinned goblin with like these bright green like gold flecked eyes that seem to glow just a little bit, and her hair almost seems like is long and dark. It has almost stars in it if you like as it shifts as she looks at your wares. Um, hmm. And I think she's mainly looking at your basic supplies.
Yeah.
Is it okay if I like handle them, or is it just like looks only?
These finer wares will need to be handled with care, but the basic stuff, feel free to examine them as you wish.
And then I'm
I-
like looking at the yeah. Still like freeze mid reach.
Would there be anything of speciality that you may wish to request? I have quite the variety.
What you got?
Mm, all sorts of things. Drink, provisions.
You allowed to sell
trinkets.
drink in here? Or are you gonna
Well,
get in trouble with that guy?
we have an understanding.
Okay.
No, we don't. Get out of here. If you want to sell alcohol, you feed. I'm just joking. Keep doing your business, Farah.
Interesting fellow, him. I also tend to dabble in the product of maps, as it were, cartography.
Hmm. So, I think Soraya leans in at maps. It's like, maps where specific?
Where
Just
do you
anywhere?
wish, little one? Where do you wish?
Hmm. Feel so alone in this sequence. I don't know what I'm doing.
Nira is literally like just leaning forward slightly. You can't see like anything beyond his eyes, just kind of staring at you, kind of snake-like, just like just paying very, very fierce attention.
Well, I mean, if you know of any discreet ways into the queendom.
Well, I may, perhaps, but I am awaiting a group of individuals who had placed in a special order. He's looking at all of you to see if you have anything. He's making implications here, eyeing all of you.
Okay, so actually, this might be an important thing to do. How about we describe each of the characters for Bigfoot? Because aside from Soraya, who introduced herself and described their character, I don't know if Bigfoot knows what you all look like right now.
I know what most of y'all look like.
Okay, who's most of y'all?
I know Hecate, I know Gil, and Herrick.
Yeah, but for the
Nope.
stream's purpose, I want everyone to describe themselves. Fuck you.
Wow.
Fair enough.
Equality, let's go.
Wow, now I'm not gonna do it just because you said that.
Alright.
You can't railroad me, DM.
Well, Gil specifically is I think like 5'6" monk with golden hair, and normally would have golden eyes, but right now they are a very deep red, with patches of red scales kind of covering parts of his face and upper arms. He wears very flowy red monk robes, very traditional style with foot wraps and hand bindings. He uses claw weapons, which are tied to his sides, and he currently is just kind of eyeing you with suspicion. He is he doesn't like the vibe right now.
Gil, you don't like much of anything these days.
Fuck you.
Like I said, I would be completely willing to share some, but unfortunately, a special buyer has requested all of my maps on the neighboring locale. I was told that they would be showing up sometime soon.
Hearing this, I is now going to approach. I is a elf with big bird-like wings on her back, wearing like just a lavender colored, like not quite just lavender, but like I guess lavender and white robe with a gold crest on it. Her wrapped hand reaches into, well, what appears to be her bag, like just a satchel she carries around, and she pulls out a badge, a diamond badge that you would recognize as ranking in the Adventurers Guild. And she just flashes that for a moment and says, I think that's us.
So it seems, so it seems. Well then, you wish to travel the neighboring locale without rousing too much attention. I have a great many paths that I could offer you. Though they're not all as favorable as each other. He digs into the backpack and pulls out 3 little tiny scrolls and places them on the table. These are some potential options. One for those who don't mind getting a little wet. One who don't mind a little bit of sand in their boots. And another for those not afraid of heights.
Gil's just gonna kind of glance to Hecate. I think we can cross out the water one.
Wouldn't be the first time I've been dragged through the water.
I didn't realize that was an experience you wanted to repeat.
I mean, it might be warmer water.
Is that better?
It's not in a tundra, so maybe.
Sense of humor with that one.
I'll try.
Fair, I should say, you just were in a place that's basically the tundra, and it's like super cold and stuff. And right now in the bottom, you're more like in the coastal region.
Yeah.
A bit more, not full on desert, but arid.
Yeah. Well, there are different ways, and some of them are long, some of them are short. The most direct route for where you wish to go would be following along the rivers. Unfortunately, those tend to be quite patrolled during this time.
I feel like that's something we might want to avoid.
Yeah, the more patrols we can avoid, the better.
see, understandable. Not everyone wants to try and test their luck with checkpoints.
No.
There is the opportunity for a few different routes via a much longer trek or a shorter one, not too far away from here. A few days' travel at best. There's a cave system of sorts that takes you underneath one of the shallower rivers. They abandoned it a long time ago because of worries of flooding. But just because miners left it doesn't mean others haven't made a great deal of use of it. Of course, if you don't entertain the idea of the dark, there's always a much longer trek. Of course, if you don't exactly wish to walk on weary feet. Again, nothing's quite like a bird's eye view of the countryside, no?
Herrick just kind of like deadpan look. Yeah, wouldn't know what that's like.
You're gonna make me feel bad about that every single fucking day, aren't you?
Yes.
Right. We do have that as a
Shh,
problem.
don't worry about Hecate. I'm just trying to make I feel bad.
I mean, the one with the height, is there even enough room for a horse?
It's been some time since I last checked. I don't know for certain, but it should be enough to squeeze one in if you can ensure that it'll be calm.
Yes. The answer is yes, by the way.
Yes, it is a yes.
Yep.
He's just saying it.
Just being cagey.
That more depends on how much you piss said horse off.
I certainly am no enemy to. I'm certainly no enemy to livestock.
A word of advice, do not call her livestock. That will piss her off.
I will keep that in mind. My biggest statement is, while bird's eye view is pleasant, there we'll need to do it much later in the evening for safer travels. We may pass over patrols, but it's very hard to hide something of its stature.
That really does beg the question of how exactly you would get us across in the air.
I have my ways. It's a little. Why, I dare say it's a little of a interesting little invention I came across not too long ago. Give or take about 4 years.
For the sake
A
of this
man was
mission,
showing off one of his. Go ahead.
for the sake of this mission, it might behoove you to be a bit more specific.
It's some form of experimental hot air balloon. I stashed it away not too long ago after I bought it.
So, okay, hold on, out of character. What you're telling me is this guy is Final Fantasy's Sid.
I'm not saying that because I don't know who that is, but if it makes you laugh, yes.
All right, got the character figured out. Okay, I'm done here. Work is done.
Which said there's been multiple of them.
Well, it's an experimental little hot air balloon of some kind. Some inventor made not too long ago. Much larger than some of the more personable ones, but it's an entertaining little thing. I quite enjoy it, even though I don't have much use for it. At least during the current climate, as it were. It's much safer on longer treks, I find it.
Hmm.
So just to be clear, you have a water route where there's going to be checkpoints, and it's going to be probably not like a checkpoint on a river is not necessarily something you can sneak past, especially if you're in a boat. You have an option that's a bit more sneaky, where you have to go through a tunnel and then spend some time on land. And then you have a final option, which is you get on the fucking hot air balloon and try to get past that way,
Hmm.
which is my preferred one. But yeah, it's going to be
Hmm.
the one that's the most fun to plan around for me because fucking hot air balloon. Uh, but yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm. I
Essentially
guess
I
what you're
really
doing right now is you're choosing what encounter I'm going to be planning for next week.
Hmm.
my only concern with the hot air balloon would be the possibility of aerial patrols.
I. Well, I can guarantee there won't be too much threat from the ground, but there is always the possibility someone sees us if we take too long to There's more than a few keen eyes who would see something flying in the sky and view it as a sort of interest to their own coffers, as it were.
Hmm.
Reminder,
Not
Bigfoot,
exactly
that we
common around
planned.
these parts. Yeah,
Reminder, Bigfoot, we we planned specifically that um,
yeah.
this
I know Overcast.
is taking place on an overcast night. So gonna be it's
Yeah.
not like it's clear sky,
No,
clear
what he's
pink
saying,
lavender sky.
what he's
But yeah.
saying is essentially, what he's saying is essentially, if we take too long to act, we'll lose the favorable conditions to go ahead and, you know,
Mm-hmm.
set off.
Yep,
That's what he's saying.
that makes sense.
I'm sorry, it's just I made this character talk a little bit in shady ways because of his
No,
class,
it's good.
and it's not very great.
Well, I think my vote is for caves. I'm a little more comfortable in that environment, but that's just me.
No, that's fair.
What are you guys
How
thinking?
hot are the caves?
Actually, speaking of the caves, are they cramped or more open?
Well, they were originally a set of mining caves. There's stretches that are far more cramped than others that connect to more natural cave works that people tend to not want to go down. And of course, there's much wider sections that people have mined out for looking for all kinds of valuables. Originally, I believe it used to be some form of iron mine, but later down the line, they found silver and
Mm.
they didn't stop until they bled every last drop. For the
I
most
think
part,
from the
though, it
sound
should
of
be
that-
far enough.
From the sound of that,
He should
it might
probably
be
fit.
better. It might be better to go by air, but
Come on,
I do
guys, a
definitely think
hot
it's-
air balloon. Come on, guys, it's a hot air balloon. I'm gonna stop now.
If we have Gil
I'm
power
not
it, it'll
railroading
move
you.
faster.
Well, I don't think I've ever thought of that.
I'd say probably in order of the fastest to the slowest. The fastest is definitely the air route. Second fastest is the water route, and the slowest is going to be going underground and walking.
Do we want to risk being spotted in the skies though?
I
Well,
say, if things go wrong, most of you have a way down. It's just me and Herrick who wouldn't, and him.
I thank you for the concern.
I mean, it wouldn't be as bad for you, Soraya, since you could hitch a ride on I or Hecate pretty easily.
Yeah, but what about you?
Oh, I'll fall like a fucking rock.
Yeah, so I'd rather that not happen.
I mean, worst case scenario, I think Hecate does know a spell that could make me fly temporarily, so...
I also may have some items of offer if that's your concern. For a price.
Hecate has this fly spell, right?
Yeah, Hecate
Mhm.
does have a fly spell.
Yep.
Magical big horse flying to the sky.
Why, I...
Make Tish fly. Why make
I mean-
Herrick fly if you can make Tish fly?
Yeah.
You know, I really can't argue with that logic. Flying horse.
There's benefits to each plan. I'm just simply here to offer you your choice of it.
Well, I think we can definitely rule the river out. I don't think any of us want to deal with checkpoints.
Understandable.
Yes, imagine Tish galloping next to the balloon.
So,
Thank you for
the river en route
Tony,
is
thank you for
river en
for
route is off the
the image.
table. He quite literally, when he says off the table, he takes the small little scroll he had placed on it and stuffs it back in the backpack. He spreads out the 3 remaining scrolls. Of course, the underground route, the long march, and, of course, my little prize. I will not lie, the longer land route is one killer of a trek if you aren't prepared for it. I've ran it many times, but at least you'd have me to guide you on the way to not end up thirsting or hungering to death if you couldn't figure out what was safe to eat.
Hmm. Hmm.
Moody.
Yes, can
Leading,
I
still leading toward the air, but
Actually, speaking of the air, how high up would we be?
can certainly see how far I can get it. I don't think I've ever reached cruising altitude with it. But if I had to say, I can get it a good, with extreme effort, I think I can get it about a little over 150 feet off the ground, maybe 200. I don't think I've ever tried flying it much higher than that. I tend to enjoy watching the countryside as I fly.
Hi, Moody.
Well, I would definitely have the ranged advantage from that vantage point.
Are you
Yeah,
sure?
there was-
Just 200
Mm.
feet?
He's saying
How-
that's as
how-
far as he's got it. He hasn't
Okay.
pushed it to its he hasn't pushed it to its limits.
I have a few things I can do from a distance, but I'll be at a disadvantage if things go horribly wrong and things don't get too close to us. I think Gil might be in a similar boat, so
Yeah. I'm still just kind of worried that if we're out in the open in the sky, it's going to be a lot easier for them to potentially spot us and accost us. But if we just want to try and make up as much speed as possible, we can try to outrun them, I guess, but losing them after the fact is going to be the hard part.
That's what the clouds are for.
I think you underestimate how perceptive dragons can be.
I mean, I don't know. There's you.
Tyrant is actually cracking a smirk at that underneath his face mask. You just see his eyes like perk up a bit. Just a small cackling underneath his mask.
No,
Okay,
I'll
that was
admit,
a fun
Gil,
one.
Gil does raise a good point. Not only are dragons perceptive, they're probably faster than us.
It just depends on how fast we can get it with the fire from the dragon mask.
Yeah, with the dragon mask fire breath, you could probably give it a bit of a boost.
Not only in terms of speed, but I imagine quite a great deal in height.
Well, what are we thinking? Speed or stealth?
Every day lost is another day where they have time to prepare.
That's true.
Do they know we're going for the shard that the Amethyst Dragon has, though?
I mean, she just puts her hands together. Just continues saying, "Didn't you once have a traitor in your midst that probably leaked information?"
Hmm.
Thanks for the reminder,
And hey, bonus, we can probably go and hunt this person down and make you happy. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Gil chuckles lightly at that.
Does also beg the question of how exactly you're going to hide this thing after we land, and if we'll be able to get back to it to get out of the queendom.
Maybe we do both. Get in fast with the air, and then get out through the tunnels.
Hmm.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
That could work.
It's certainly more safer than simply taking the same route out or being subjected to the whims of the wind.
It would mean ditching the actual machine on the other side of the border, though.
Oh, please, I come and go as I wish.
Alright.
I'll just need to mark on my map wherever we land.
Gil shrugs.
I'll come back for it eventually. After all, I left it
All
here
right.
for a few years.
Does that sound agreeable to everyone? Make our way in through the air, make our way out through the underground tunnels.
Yep,
Sounds
good
good.
to me.
Just to be clear, what does that look like? You're going to essentially use the air route
To get there as fast
To
as
get to the
possible, try
tunnel.
and get the shard, and then try and disappear through the tunnels to lose any pursuers that we might pick up on the way.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Worst case scenario, we could always try to collapse the tunnels behind us.
True.
Please don't.
Although, the less evidence we can
Worst
leave to show which direction we're going, the less likely we'll find them on the other side. That just kind of depends on how much of the actual underground tunnels they have mapped out, though.
Multiple tunnels. Well, I did mention there are multiple tunnels. There's a natural cave section that I don't believe they mapped too well, but I've traveled it a few times. They lead to smaller places here and there.
Might be
I never
easier
went
than
down
taking
all
the
the way, though.
well-worn... Might be easier than taking the well-worn mine shafts. Better
I'm going to
keeping them
add a
sane.
little something. I'm going to add a little something here. If you take the well-worn mine shaft, Tish can definitely travel through that because it's made from mine carts and stuff. If you take the
narrow
the
turners, she would need to
small
use spells and
narrow
stuff to get through.
channels- Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I know she has, like, gaseous form and stuff at the very least, so if we reach a narrow
Yeah,
section...
I mean, she's got like a gaseous form she can use. I think she's got Misty Step, so...
She might have to use some of her resources to get through.
Still not a bad option, though.
Yeah.
Or someone can use a large reduce to turn her into a pony.
Oh, the indignity.
I don't think she would like that.
Oh, she definitely wouldn't. But it would work.
It would work, but she would hold a grudge against you for the rest of your life.
This is a very vindictive horse you talk about.
You have no idea.
Alright.
I don't believe I do.
Thylian
Oh, you'll find
Steed.
Bigfoot, so you
Very
know,
intelligent, very prideful.
Italian steeds are essentially Bigfoot, so you know.
Yeah.
They're all sapient. So essentially,
he's
they're
making
people.
the joke of he's never met
Mm.
this steed. That's the joke he said.
No. I'm not talking about your joke. It's just kind of like Gil said it's Italian steed. And I'm just telling you, Italian steeds are essentially sapient. So they're smart as people. Some are
Smart people.
smarter than people.
Alright. Sounds like we have a plan.
So you're all in accord then.
Last chance to speak up.
Hot air balloon. Hot air balloon. Hot
Alright.
air balloon.
Sounds like we're all in consensus
I
then.
think God wants us to do a hot air balloon.
That's rough, buddy.
Yay.
Hashtag not my god.
Man. He takes the two other maps off the table and picks up the final one. Right. Just in case you get lost following me, here. He's offering it to the first person to actually approach him, the little goblin.
Mm-hmm.
I told you the fact that he appreciates that they're the one to first show up to browse his fine wares.
I think she stepped away for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh. Back.
Oop.
Ba, 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 ba. Did she say she was stepping out?
They said
BRB.
BRB and then what? Yay.
Oh,
Excuse me.
Well then. Well then, looks like I'll need to pack all this up again.
I saw a little green circle. Maybe she's.
I think that
sitting
might have just
down.
been an echo.
Echo. Echo by
Yeah.
echo.
But yeah, he shall begin putting his belongings once more into his pack. We'll need to travel with the dark. The clouds and the night will make for at least nicer flying than otherwise. But we can't dally too long. We want to make it there in a reasonable time. Try to keep up. If you get lost, just follow that scroll. It'll take you to where it's hidden. At least buy me some time to make sure it hasn't been torn asunder by some stupid riffraff.
Alright.
Alright.
Sounds like we got a plan then.
So as the party finishes their plan, I'm just going to oh, I switched. I logged into the watch together and it started at full volume. So I just got blasted. Go, Sparta! Okay. Okay, I think I'm gonna pick this one.
Choice.
Seora.
Damn,
What's
that
this about
is cool
Seora?
music.
Seora. You've been summoned to speak with one of the great worms. I need to lower the volume because it's too much for me. Give me a second.
Oh,
Okay.
boy.
So you are sent to meet with one of the great worms. Task the great white. You walk into the icy cave where they've set up. It isn't their lair, because why would they bring a mortal to their lair? But just their presence has iced over the entire cave system. You walk up, your breath misting in front of you. The cold seeps through your feathers and makes you tremble.
I'd say to compensate, she is currently wearing a cloak that's covering most of her as well as her head.
So you close the cloak around you and make sure that the hood is well positioned,
Mm-hmm.
and you just kind of walk into the cave, and it opens out to this large opening with ice stalagmites mostly and stalactites. Both, both of them. Well, mostly stalactites because this was a cave with a bit of water trickling, and it hasn't task hasn't been there long enough for stalagmites to form. And at the center of this large open cave, you see this impressively large white dragon. It looks down at you and says, "Well, Seora, thank you for coming at such a short notice."
I respond to the summons as requested.
Yes, you do well to answer to your betters. In any case, I've heard that your old associates are trying to get to the great worm, the amethyst. They have been sighted in the south.
Is there something you want me to do with them?
I want you to do what you failed to do last time. I
just,
want
winces.
them dead. Do not fail us again, Seora. The mistress doesn't like failure.
That will be done. However, I may require a team to go with.
They sigh. Well, I guess I could spare some of my brood.
They are formidable. So the help would be appreciated.
I can give you 4 wormlings, 2 young, and maybe an adult. Would that be enough for you? Or do you need some kobolds and dragonborn as well?
No. Your kindness is appreciated.
Good. I'll get you some help from the lower placed dragons. Maybe they'll see it as a way to increase their standing with the queen. In any case, as I said, do not fail again. You may leave. I am done with you.
She gets off of her knee, and before she turns around, she says, I will not fail you. Not again. And she turns and leaves the room.
And with that, the curtain falls on this session, and we're going to pick back up next week with the party going into a hot air balloon encounters. Yeah,
He
baby,
is so
that's what I'm talking
happy.
about. I'm super happy. I was like, I don't mind preparing all the other, but the hot air balloon is gonna be the funniest one. Um, yeah, that's gonna be fun. Um, yeah, that's going to be the yeah, it's gonna. I'm looking forward to the hot air balloon encounter.
I was told to prepare
Looking-
routes, and I prepared routes.
Yes, you did.
Alright.
Prepare
seems
her
like that's
out.
a wrap for session today, Curb.
That's a wrap
Alrighty.
for session.
Thank you
Wrap.
all so very much for stopping by.
Wait.
Take care of yourselves, and we'll catch you in the next session.